In today's news edition of Crypto Corner, 83% of millennial millionaires want crypto, according to a new report by CNBC. Crypto scams reached $2.8 billion in 2021 in various rug pulls. That's more than $7 million daily. Unbelievable. Russian central bank seeks to ban crypto investments, citing financial stability risks. Of course, what else? The first Wikipedia edit NFT sells at Christie's for $750,000. Speaking of NFTs, e-commerce giant Shopify enables merchants to mint and sell NFTs on its platform. And lastly, the SEC, the American Securities Exchange Commission, continues to delay decisions on Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, including that of Grayscale Trust, which was due to be launched around Christmas if approved. These are the hot topics of the day, guys. Let's get started. Alright, well, you're watching Crypto Corner, your crypto radar for all the latest news, reviews, market analysis and tutorials, guys, that help you master the crypto markets. Well, first, a quick roundup on the crypto markets. We can see that again, it is a bloody day. I mean, Bitcoin got yet another rejection at 49,000. It didn't even manage to reach 50k this time. And as it's dropping down, it's doing the same to the rest of the market. Panic is still in, the overall sentiment is still negative, fear everywhere. I mean, Ethereum dropped again below $4,000. It's 5.90% down since yesterday. The rest of the market is doing the same. It is really not good now. If we look at some of the top gainers in the last 24 hours, we can see that Wi-Fi Yearn Finance token is actually doing well, 32%. Waves token is also doing well. They actually had a few improvements and latest upgrades and things like that. Celo token is doing all right, 5%, and Curve token is doing 4.45% up in the last 24 hours. R-Wave token is also 1% up in the last 24 hours, and then everything else is in the red. Now, this of course is only from the tokens that I'm personally following. If I include all of the tokens, then there will be some other gainers and everything, but you know, these are, I'm following around 200 tokens. So from the 200 tokens that I'm personally following, or maybe it's 150, whatever, these are the best performers. Everything else is in the red. All the top coins in the red. The top 20, top 50, we don't have anything that is green in the top 50. So not great at all in terms of market conditions. Now let's take a look at the news. A new report published yesterday by CNBC shows that 83% of millennial millionaires said that they would add more crypto to their holdings in the next year. The survey included only investors with assets greater than $1 million. It learned that 53% of investors had their wealth in crypto, with nearly a third having at least 3/4 of their wealth in Bitcoin, Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies. This is especially telling as it indicates how focused the millennial generation is on the crypto market. Compared to older investors, only 4% of the baby boomers generation hold any cryptocurrencies, and my own Generation X is also quite hesitant about crypto, with more than 75% not holding any. 48% of those surveyed said that they would add to their crypto holdings, while only 6% said that they would reduce their investment in the next year. The whole sentiment from the report is one of optimism for the market, which also indicates that 2022 could be a strong year for crypto. It's also worth mentioning that according to the report, most of these millionaires made their money from crypto or added to their wealth with crypto investments. They seem fine with volatility. This is a generation that has already seen 2 recessions and several other global incidents, so they seem way more risk ready than their predecessors. Now I'm wondering, do you share this sentiment? Are you scared for your crypto investments? Let me know. I'm curious to find out what you guys think. Alright, moving on to the next headline. Well, 2021 so far seems to be making another record, and this time in regards to crypto scams and rug pulls, a term that refers to projects that launch for a short time, create some sort of a hype or investors' interest, but then disappear or simply fail to progress and ultimately go out of business, costing investors great losses. So far, we've recorded $2.8 billion in such scams throughout this year, a figure that comes to an average of $7.67 million stolen every day for the whole of this year. Wow! This is according to a new report released also yesterday by blockchain analytics platform Chainalysis. This increase in scams coincides with an overall increase in the value of most cryptocurrencies this year. One of the most recent rug pulls to feature on the list is the Squid Game token named after the popular South Korean Netflix series. I reported about this one, if you remember, when it happened. There was a huge price pump that happened over the course of a couple of days just a few weeks ago. Then suddenly the developers of the token dumped all of their stash on the market, creating a complete price crash. The token dropped by 99%, and only then they unlocked everyone else's tokens. Apparently there was a lock period pre-programmed which prevented investors from being able to sell their tokens until they're unlocked, so nobody was able or supposed to be able to sell prematurely. Well, the developers clearly had planned this all along. This is actually the definition of a rug pull. Also, the disappearance of the founder of the Turkish cryptocurrency exchange okex, who took more than $2 billion in customers' assets in April this year, accounts for the vast bulk of the lost funds on this list. As you know, I also keep track on exchanges and DeFi platforms that get hacked or disappear with users' money. So this one is also on my list, which you can find on my blog post. Alright, moving on to the next one. The Russian central bank has become the latest to potentially ban all crypto asset investing for its citizens. Like many before it, the central bank has cited risks to financial stability according to a report by Reuters, citing sources close to the bank. So, this is still just a rumor, but more often such rumors become a reality. It was just 2 years ago when Putin reassured everyone that he's not planning to ban crypto and that he's actively looking into how blockchain can play a role in the Russian economy, but with the advance of their own CBDC, the digital ruble, I guess he's also taking the predictable route, banning cryptocurrencies to push forward a centralized, censorship-heavy digital currency. Why am I not surprised by this at all? Anyway, the report went on to state that Russian regulators are using the narrative that cryptocurrencies can be used for money laundering and terrorism financing, something that Russia has been heavily involved with for the longest time, but suddenly, right now, it's a problem. Well, because it's the citizens who can do it now. That's the big difference. Reuters reported that the central bank is currently in talks with market players and experts about a possible outright ban. One source stated that it could apply to new crypto purchases but may not be applicable to those who bought previously. So if any of you guys are watching this from Russia, well, let me know in the comments if this is true and if there's any more details to this. It will be good to actually follow this story. Okay, moving on to NFTs. After celebrating its 20th anniversary in January, the free internet encyclopedia Wikipedia, everyone knows it, everyone uses it, it continues to make history by selling its first non-fungible token via auction giant Christie. Titled The Birth of Wikipedia, the online sale includes 2 lots of an NFT of Wikipedia's first edit, which sold for $750,000, and also a strawberry iMac used by Jimmy Wales to create Wikipedia, sold for $187,500. The NFT lot features the first message posted on Wikipedia by the site's co-founder back in 2001, making it a unique moment in history of the internet. Wales typed the words "Hello World" after launching the site on 15th of January 2001. The NFT preserves the layout of the Wikipedia homepage in 2001 based on the earliest surviving source code. The NFT also has a feature that allows the owner to edit the page, which can be reset with a timer to revert to its original state. At the same time, the e-commerce giant Shopify enables merchants to mint and sell NFTs on its platform, according to this tweet by the company's CEO. In order to provide this new service, the firm has teamed up with GigLabs NFT, a company that specializes in offering tools to create, mint, and trade NFTs based on the Flow blockchain. NFTs can also be minted in other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Polygon by teaming with its partner apps, but the NFT beta program is only accessible to Shopify Plus merchants based in the United States as of right now. There is no time frame as to when it will be made available to the rest of the world. And one more big headline to come, but first a quick message from our sponsors. This episode of Crypto Corner is sponsored by Bityard, an exchange that I have been using for well over a year already. They operate in 150 countries with licenses in USA, Estonia and Singapore, and provide spot and leveraged trading on numerous assets. Not only they have loads of cryptocurrencies, including some of the newest coins to hit the market, but also derivatives such as crude oil, precious metals, gold, silver and more, stocks such as Nasdaq and MiniDAO, and they offer up to 100x leverage on many of these markets. What I find very useful is that on spot trading they separate cryptocurrencies in groups like DeFi tokens or proof of stake tokens or tokens from the Grayscale Trust portfolio or Binance Smart Chain tokens and so on. This makes it easier when I want to focus only on a specific category of tokens, and they keep adding more and more assets. They have tripled the list of supported coins since I started using this exchange, so there's a much better choice already. In terms of security, they keep the majority of their funds in cold storage with only a smaller portion in hot wallets that are used to pay withdrawals, and all withdrawals are manually approved during working hours only, so there's less risk of violations or exploits. They offer a copy trading service, so users that aren't very experienced can take advantage of those who are more skilled and make profits by copying their trades in an automated and uncomplicated way. You can go through the stats for each trader and choose what amount to allocate to them, and you can choose multiple traders to copy at the same time. You can use it on a desktop or mobile. Their app is on both Android and iOS, so it's easy to use it on the go as well. As I said, I've been using this exchange a lot throughout the past year, and the customer service team is very responsive, unlike many other exchanges where I've had to wait for days and weeks sometimes to get any response. Bityard has a live chat service, so you can find assistance pretty fast. They also offer up to $258 in various bonuses for new users, so grab the invite link from the description below to register and find out more. And back to the news now with the last piece of news, and unfortunately it's not very good. The US Securities and Exchange Commission has postponed two major Bitcoin exchange traded offering proposals, including the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF Trust and Grayscale Trust's Spot Bitcoin ETF. These applications were due to be reviewed this week, but will instead be rejected in February. Okay, I don't really know for sure that they will be rejected, but my intuition tells me that most likely they will not go through. Not this time at least. It seems to me that the ACC is not ready to change its stance against spot traded crypto ETFs. They consider the futures ETFs to be less risky for some reason. I don't really see how that makes any sense, but it is what it is. It's important to mention that a spot traded ETF is definitely going to be big news for Bitcoin, and the Grayscale Trust customers were really active on Twitter a few months ago, insisting that Grayscale applies for a Bitcoin spot traded ETF. So clearly there is a lot of appetite for it from investors. Expect my follow-up on this story in a few weeks' time. The beginning of February is the time frame, so I will keep you posted. So if you missed it, here it is again. This is my latest giveaway. It's currently ongoing until the end of December. You have to leave likes and comments on each of my videos, and of course you have to be a subscriber in order to qualify for that giveaway. We've had many giveaways throughout the year, we've had many winners, but yet again, even if you've won previously, you can still qualify for this giveaway. All you have to do is be a subscriber, leave likes and comments. It's really not that difficult. The top prize is Ledger Nano S. The next prize is $50 worth in Cardano ADA tokens and $50 worth in Solana tokens. These are the top three prizes. 3 winners. I will be announcing them at the end of December and the end of this year. This is my last giveaway for the year. Make sure that you participate. Make sure that you're a subscriber. You leave likes and comments. It's really that simple. Alright, well, this wraps up today's episode of Crypto Corner, everyone. Thanks for staying until the end. I hope this brings you value, and if it did, please share it with someone else who will benefit from watching this. Also, show your support by leaving a like and a comment below. This will help the algorithms pick up this video so it can reach more people. Also, make sure that you check out the links in the description below, where I list all of my top crypto services, exchanges, wallets, my top charting tools for market analysis, and my 2 ebooks, Learn Crypto, the ultimate beginner's guide to investing in cryptocurrencies, where I share with you everything I've learned in my 6 years in this industry, including the many mistakes that I've made, so you can avoid repeating those. And Crypto Jargon A to Z. This is a complete crypto dictionary with over 1,000 terms, acronyms, and trading slang that you should know. It's an Amazon bestseller, and it's now in its 3rd edition and at a very low price as well. If you want to be on my mailing list and receive my bi-weekly crypto newsletter where I share with you market insights, the link is also in the description below. Trade carefully and stay profitable.